Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel, we are looking at US-based stocks and interesting buy opportunities. Today we will look at Target Corporation, TGT. This company is already eye-catching because a part of other companies that suffered huge losses during COVID dip, this one actually didn't show much decline. Although we can see some dip here in the area of around March 17, but it was not that huge in comparison to other companies, and then it has shown a very strong trend back. Actually, this trend was continuing until yesterday, we can say, and then we see some signs of breaking the trend. Now let's analyze if this breaking of the trend is indeed something serious or just a small temporary situation. To analyze it, we need first to see some general trend indicators. So first, let's have a look at RSI trend. Indeed, after reaching some overbought situation here, we see a clear development of downtrend pressure with some strong and consistent behavior. And if we look at convergent divergence index, also here, although it's not that visible at the moment, we can see that there was a local minima here at this level, and then we can notice that another downtrend is being formed without actually crossing upwards. This is usually a sign of a trend change, especially in combination with breaking through the trend. So this also creates quite some negative pressure. On another hand, we see still very strong behavior of moving average 50 and moving average 200, although, and this is also a very warning sign, the moving average 20 is also showing some deceleration and kind of flattening out, if we would imagine and continue it. And then we have two possibilities. So one possibility would be that it can go further up and drag up the price as well. Another possibility is actually that it can turn down, and then if we would continue our moving average 50, at certain moment they can create so-called magic cross, and this is magic cross down, which would create, in case if it appears, extremely strong downtrend condition. But now let's see, is it really possible or not? So let's have a look at the bigger wave. On one side, we see this very long and very strong trend down being broken, and some indication shows kind of breakage here, but yeah, tendency to return. If we look to the similarity, have you ever observed this condition before? Actually, it's similar to something that was happening at the beginning of the year. If we would look, if we would look at this area, it was a similar situation with the flattening of moving average here, and then it declined. Now to answer the main question, what of the patterns are more probable here? Is it really going to go higher or to decline? Then we need to look at the more general situation on the market. We know that now Q2 is coming to the end, and actually companies are going to report their earnings for that quarter, and in general, given the general deceleration of the businesses due to COVID situation, it's more probable to expect that companies would report either losses or moderate earnings, which would in general create some negative down pressure as well. Taking this into account, I would say for this company and for this stock, we could still have some volatility in this area, but overall, overall tendency is actually downwards. So I would say if you are short-term player, you can still try to catch probable dip here, somewhere at around 115. But if you are more like an average time player, let's say month, 2 months, there is a clear big wave down coming, which will probably form something like that, and then magic cross and down. So I would say if you are that kind of player, the best buying opportunity will come if you go somewhat below moving average 200, and if we would try to draw a imaginary line where it could be taking into account some previous history of sales, I would say it's something below 110 would be first buying opportunity, and if you go further, something below 100 would be extremely strong buy opportunity. So these two boxes, if you are more than mid-term player, would be for you to buy. Number one and number two. And if you are, as I said, a short-term player, of course you can try to play here, but I wouldn't advise doing so. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel.